Chapter 6062. Charlie was completely shocked and couldn't help but sigh. Do you know that some people can't realize the Tao for hundreds of years? And some people even have been with the enlightened master all their life, but still haven't been able to realize it, and you unexpectedly realized it. Nanako thought that Charlie was exaggerating, and laughed softly. Charlie really knows how to joke. Who can't realize it after hundreds of years? I'm afraid people who haven't enlightened themselves can't live for such a long time, right? Charlie smiled non-committally. Naturally, he couldn't tell anyone about Maria, including Nanako. However, it is indeed true that Maria took the evergreen pill and lived for so many years, but still failed to enter Taoism. Moreover, the ancestor of the Jiang family had served Meng Changxing all his life. And it can be seen from the image left in the painting that Meng Changxing at that time was indeed sincere to the ancestor of the Jiang family. Otherwise, he would not have found out the opportunity to go back and fulfill the promise. But even though the ancestor of the Jiang family was treated without reservation by Meng Changxing, he still failed to realize the truth. It is really incredible that Nanako successfully attained enlightenment under the guidance of a Buddhist master. So, Charlie asked her, Nanako, can you tell me the details of your enlightenment? Nanako smiled and said, Of course, I have no secrets in front of you, master. After that, she explained how she happened to meet that neighbor in the elevator, how she met Master Jingqing at Chisha Temple, how she argued with Master Jingqing about selflessness and true self, and how she found the whole process of enlightenment in the Sea of Consciousness. He explained everything without reservation. After hearing this, Charlie did not have any doubts about Master Jingqing and the trigger of the whole incident. After all, when Nanako described it, she said that when she got off the elevator, she happened to meet a neighbor who was on the phone. After hearing the neighbor talk about the amulet, it was Nanako who took the initiative to ask to know about Master Jingqing. If someone took the initiative to tell Nanako all this, it would naturally feel a bit deliberate. But when Nanako took the initiative to fight for all of this, both Nanako herself and Charlie, as the bystander, felt that everything was natural. Precisely because everything seemed flawless, Charlie directly focused his attention on her method of enlightenment. This is the first time Charlie has heard of this idea of letting the spiritual consciousness blend into his own sea of consciousness, because there was almost no process for his enlightenment. After obtaining the 9 mysterious heavenly scriptures, he had completed the entire process of enlightenment. So he did not experience how to enlighten himself. Surprised, Charlie couldn't help but sigh. It seems that enlightenment really depends on talent and opportunity. Only a few people can do it by looking inside. And even fewer can look inside the sea of consciousness. There are few, let alone the integration of divine consciousness and sea of consciousness on these foundations. Nanako, you have both talent and opportunity, so you can successfully realize the Tao so early. Ito Nanako nodded and said with a smile, I am actually not very interested in enlightenment. I just think that with successful enlightenment, I will have more time and opportunities to accompany you in the future. So I feel full of motivation. Charlie was moved in his heart, but he couldn't help but sigh. It's a pity that I don't have a mental method suitable for practicing Reiki. Otherwise, I could share it with you and we could make progress together. Nanako smiled and said, Master, don't be depressed, there is still a long way to go. Maybe we can find further opportunities within a certain period of time. Charlie nodded slightly in agreement and said, Yes, don't worry about this. There will definitely be opportunities in the future. After that, he thought of something and quickly took out a cultivation pill, handed it to Nanako and said, Nanako, although you have enlightened now, you don't have the mental method at hand. And there is no naturally existing spiritual energy around you. It is very difficult to improve your strength, even if you want to increase the spiritual energy in your body. This elixir is specially used to replenish spiritual energy. Please take it first and give it a try.